Hi, this is a quick one to talk about some of my digital source material, because previously I talked about some of my analog stuff when I do my hand cut, so I'll show you talk through some of my stuff that I have for when I do stuff digitally on Photoshop, as opposed to when I've done quick ones on FreeMix. So here I've organised these ones as individual images, not collections of books. I can actually organise things into. I didn't do them into subjects. I just did them to. Well, I have a little into doing it. So I've got a thing here where I've got a picture of bugs which I used, money, the Holocaust. They've all been used for previous images. But I have here mostly about where the images came from. So here always a popular one to use, popular mechanics covers, because these are always really uh, good, interesting pictures. Now, what I've done to get these, I've gone on either Google Images or Bing Images, and I've just searched it up, and I've basically found copies of images that are of a certain size. So anything over, 1,500 or a couple of thousand pixels high, then I've I've downloaded that, and then I've seen if it looks good when it's actually on the screen when I'm using it, and then I can, when I zoom it into 100%, see how good it looks and so forth. So you've got, like I said, with fiber mechanics, you've got these great. I mean, I've used that in a piece before. So these are all really well drawn, interesting pictures. They're realistic looking. Apart from that one, they're stylish looking, and they work very well for the kind of collage I like to do. Because what is quite popular is the retro 50s, 40s, 60s look. That stuff is still will always has a good vogue to it, and it's always popular with people. It's very pleasing to the eye for some people. I've used this as a background, as the main body of a piece of artwork as well, and that one went into it. So it's good to have these very disparate types of images to really subvert the narrative almost. It's popular science. So I mean, this here that's coming up as a good image once it comes up. I mean, that's a good image on its own. That it's out. Sometimes you get ones like this; they're just a good image as it is. Um, and this piece here, I'm bringing up. I'm actually using it. I'm using in a piece that I'm currently putting together. So you'll see that on some of my socials soon. Here we go. So this is one I found out not too long ago. Saturday Evening Post. These are good images. Again, it's mostly all the retro stuff because, like I said, that is very popular. This was an interesting one to use because it'd be very interesting but difficult to use because obviously the guy's suit has blended in with the background. So don't know what we'll do there. So again, some of these are. Now, these aren't the Norman Rockwell ones. Some of these are actually Norman Rockwell pictures, and obviously they're very famous retro images, old adverts from these. And here we actually have, where am I? We actually have one of retro ads. That's it. And these. I mean, you can find books actually of reprints of these adverts. I wouldn't advise buying them specific first hand for collage because they can be quite expensive unless you plan on scanning them all in. But all these work great for. I mean, that's going in a piece as well. All these work great for this particular kind of artwork. There's so many things you can do with them. So yeah, so this is basically where I keep it all. I'm growing this. I'm growing this library as I go, so I can see. Oh, here's some where people that knowledge magazine I talked about in the previous video, the one of analog. I found some things online, pictures online of covers of that. So I've used that before. I have used analog collage. I've used this in one or two analog collages, and I think I made a digital one based on it as well. So yeah, so have a look on there. Have a look on Google. Have a look on Bing or Yahoo, anywhere that does image searches, and yeah, you can actually find some instructions for where to get these kind of images for free and where to download them from. Have a look around and see what you can find, see what you can make. These things are great to use. I mean, I must another advantage to using the retro, the old adverts, old pictures is the fact that unless you're talking about like a Bible organisation, you're less likely to have someone come after you for copyright reasons. So, I mean, I'd avoid using so much of the Coca-Cola adverts because these things are branded and they will. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had people looking for these, but go nuts, do what you can with them, and as always, like, share, and subscribe. And I would check out some of my videos, and I would love to see what work you come up with. Thank you.